Hey, what's going on, Fragrance family? This is Tyler with Simply Fragrances, and today I'm bringing you a tag video. That's right, I was tagged by my boy Tyrone over at BroSense to do 5 boss fragrances. Want to see what this video is all about? Be sure and keep it right here. Guys, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Tyler. This is my channel, Simply Fragrances, where we talk everything fragrance related. If this is your first time, welcome. We are now family. Be sure and hit that red subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for the love and support you've shown this channel. So, like I said, guys, I was tagged by my boy Tyrone over at BroSense. Be sure and go pay him a visit, guys. He is well on his way to his milestone of 1,000. In fact, I know that, Juan from Fat Boy Fragrances and then Ross from TLTG, they're doing some giveaways and raffles and stuff if he can get to his milestone here in the next 72 hours, at least at the recording of this video. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, so if he can get to his milestone within the next 72 hours at the recording of this video, I'm going to do a giveaway as well. So be sure and go pay him a visit, subscribe to his channel, let's show him some love and support. And then obviously I'm going to tag some other people, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. So what is this premise, guys? 5 boss fragrances. So these are essentially going to be fragrances that make you think of a boss, make you think of the man or woman in charge. So I got some really good fragrances lined up. I think you'll like them. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so getting into the first fragrance, when you think of a boss, you think, sometimes these old school, rugged, gentleman barbershop fougere style fragrances. And don't get me wrong, some of those, they even might make the list. But I myself, I'm a boss. I run my own painting and power washing business, and I absolutely love this fragrance because it invokes that clean and fresh. When you think of a boss, you think of someone who is, well kept, they're clean, they're fresh, they're, very hygienic. They present themselves in a really clean and fresh, presentable manner, and I think that this fragrance really encompasses that, guys. Coming from the house of Roja Oceania, this is Aqua Dijo, and this is Absolute. And for some reason, this one, it's kind of the dark horse of the family. For some reason, I don't know why no one talks about this, but as you can see, I've put a good sized dent into this, guys. This is an amazing, fresh, clean, aquatic, marine kind of style fragrance, but it does have beautiful woody attributes in the dry. There's some guaiac wood in here. There is a bit of a I think it's an ozonic note that's made just for this fragrance. It's absolutely incredible, guys. So very light, fresh, bright, citrusy in the opening, dries down to beautiful, creamy kind of woody facet. If you guys like fragrances, in the style of Versace Hawas or Invictus Aqua, this is right in that same ballpark. You guys really should check this out. If you haven't, definitely recommend it. This, to me, this is a clean, fresh, presentable boss. Aqua Dijo Absolute had to make this list. So the next fragrance on the list, this is one of my personal favorites, guys. I absolutely love wearing this. It's kind of a Swiss Army knife. It is, it's fresh, it's clean, it's spicy. What am I talking about? Coming from the house of Dior, guys. This is Dior Home 2020. Now, whenever this first came out, people didn't really give it a chance, in my opinion. They were expecting that beautiful iris that, the Dior Home line is kind of known for. And so whenever the iris wasn't found in this, people were, kind of up in arms about it. But I think over the course of 3 years, people have really grown to love this. I kind of liked this from the very get-go, guys. I had never smelled the original, so I had no idea really what to go off of. I could just only base it off of this, guys. And this is a fresh, woody, spicy, very clean, very masculine style of fragrance. It's kind of a modern day gentleman, if you will. I like to wear this if I'm going to give a bid for a house, or if I'm going to go into a meeting, or if I'm going to a work meeting of some sort. This is one of my go-tos, guys. I really do like this. Don't think of like a barber shop or like old school gentleman, but it makes you think of a modern day gentleman style fragrance, guys. Absolutely amazing, fresh, woody, spicy, little aromatic. What's not to love, guys? Dior Home 2020 had to make this list. This next fragrance, this is going to be one of my all-time personal favorites. The more I wear this stuff, guys, the more I love it. And it just makes you think of a clean and fresh, not really sophisticated, but someone, they got a nice button-up shirt. They mean business. They're the boss. What am I talking about, guys? Coming from the house of Chanel, this is Bleu de Chanel, and this is the EDP. Now, I chose the EDP over the Parfum because I do think that the EDP is just a tad bit more versatile. You can wear it in just a little bit more, everyday scenario. barrel versus the Parfum. You know, it's a bit thicker. It's a bit, I don't want to say sweet, but there is a sweetness to it with that creamy sandalwood and the vanilla in there. This, I do think it's a bit fresher, it's a bit brighter, and just overall more versatile. But this just, it screams, guys, just a well-suited business owner. I think of, you know, just someone who is, you know, dressed up, they're going into the office, they mean business, they are the boss, guys. This invokes that. You get beautiful grapefruit and lavender, there's mint in here, there's some sandalwood, guys. Absolutely a versatile fragrance all year round. Really any scenario, if you need to go to a business date, if you need to go to a business meeting, if you need to go to a lunch date, if you're just wearing it to the office, guys, this will get you covered. Absolutely amazing fragrance, guys. Bleu de Chanel EDP, had to make this list. All right, guys, so the next fragrance on here, this is going to be one of those more classic, you know, gentleman barbershop style fragrances that, you know, make you think of something from yesteryear, you know, going back to, you know, the 70s, 80s, and even into the early 90s. This is a very masculine, very powerful style fragrance, guys. What am I talking about? Coming from the house of Roja, guys, this is Apex. Now, like I said, this is, you know, kind of a barbershop-y gentleman fougere style fragrance, guys, but it's brought into, you know, the 20th century, right? This is it opens up with this beautiful pineapple in there, so it's got some citrus in the opening, but really, guys, this is a very green, herbaceous, woody, you know, cedary style fragrance. You know, there's some juniper berries in here. There is a lot of oak moss and a lot of vetiver in here, guys. This is very cedar dominant as well, kind of piney, if you will, just very overall woody, green, fresh kind of fragrance, but it does kind of remind you of something of those old school gentleman barbershop style fragrances. This is something that's very masculine, very in control. You take over the room when you wear this. It's not going to be like a room filler by any means, but you do demand presence when you wear this, and this is a good one for, you know, more of those like serious scenarios where if you're going to go close a deal, if you're going to a business meeting, or if you're going to an important work meeting, this is something that I would reach for. Very masculine, very take charge of the room, guys. Roja's Apex, had to make this list. We are down to the last fragrance on the list. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate that, guys. So, you know, the first half of the video, I went with more fresh, you know, almost aquatic, just clean style fragrances. But the last part, I did want to give some of those more masculine, you know, take charge of the room style fragrances. And this one, I definitely think it does that. But it does have this elegance to it, guys. What am I talking about? Coming from the house of Zaharoff, this is Signature Royale, guys. Now, you might be surprised why I chose this over the Signature Pour Homme. Don't get me wrong, I love the Signature Pour Homme. I have the big booty bottle back there. I wore it all the time. But guys, there's just something about this one I do find a bit more, I don't want to say easy to wear, but it's just a bit more, it's a bit more bright. There's more brightness to that. This one, it does still have, you know, the frankincense and the myrrh and, you know, some of the oudi aspects, and, you know, it's got that, you know, darker, you know, resinous vibe to it, but the creamy sandalwood in here is absolutely phenomenal. And then you get that apple note in the opening, and it just gives it a bit more of a freshness to it, guys. Absolutely amazing. So just think of the kind of like a, you know, not quite a barbershop fragrance, but something that you might think of like, you know, like a warm shaving foam or like a warm shaving soap, something like that. So very gentlemanly, very old school, but with a modern twist, refined, elegant. This is very, very creamy in the dry down, guys. The sandalwood in here just really pops off my skin, and the apple note in the opening, like I said, does give it a bit of a freshness to it, but you still get, you know, those kind of incensey, you know, spicy kind of resins from this fragrance, guys. Absolutely amazing. I wore this the first day I was a manager at AT&T, and I also wore this the first day I started my own business, guys. So this definitely has some sentimental value to it, and it just screams a boss fragrance, guys. From the house of Zaharoff, this is Signature Royale. Guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate that, guys. Again, reminder, I do have a giveaway going. So what I'm going to be giving away, guys, is this Alt fragrance, guys. This is their version of Tom Ford's Black Orchid. Absolutely amazing, guys. To enter, you have to say "Go Tyrone" in the comments. That way I know that you want to be entered, guys, because we are trying to get him to his milestone of 1,000. So type in "Go Tyrone" in the comment section below, and you'll automatically be entered into it. This is going to be US based only, unfortunately. unfortunately. I do apologize, but that is the deal. So if you guys want to enter into this, guys, be sure and do so. Now, I got to tag some people. I was tagged by Tyrone, so I'm going to leave this as an open tag. First of all, if you guys want to do this, I recommend doing it. It's a lot of fun, so be really curious to see who does it and what you would pick. Now, I got to tag some people, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to tag Gerard. I want to see what you got on this, buddy. I'm going to tag Trey Sense. I haven't tagged him in a good bit. Who else am I going to tag? I'm going to tag, because I know Jeremy's already done it. I might just leave it at those two for now, so I don't want to go on too long, but I do want to tag those two people, and obviously this is an open tag, so if you feel free to do this if you want to, I would really be curious to see what you got, guys. But let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what do you think of when you think of a boss? Do you think of, more clean, fresh, well-groomed? Do you think of more, rugged and, masculine, kind of more barbershop-y, guys? Let me know down in the comments below. Also, let me know, guys, remember, type in Go Tyrone in the comments to be entered into the giveaway. It will stop within 72 hours at the recording of this video. So, guys, be sure and enter in and get Tyrone to his milestone. So, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'm going to catch you in the comment section. I'm also going to catch you on the next video. And remember, if you love it, wear it.